Everybody's sheen in this episode. I swear, guys, everybody's sheen. Where is the Grand Priest? Where is the referee of this episode? Where is the referee of this Tournament of Power? I swear, because I saw two big cheats. One early in this episode. Two big cheats. Today we are going to be talking about Dragon Ball Super episode 114. I absolutely love this episode. I hope you guys enjoy it too. Welcome to Dylan's Little Hobbies, and today I cannot wait to talk about Dragon Ball Super episode 114, which they should just rename Everybody Cheats, because everybody cheats. So the episode starts out with Goku actually fighting Kale and Califa, when Califa goes berserk, and then Kale goes up to Califa, and she tries to get her to calm down or something, or tries to hype her up or something. It's weird, and I don't even think Califa recognized Kale at first, but then somehow through the power or love of Kale, she was able to control her berserker form. Didn't this already happen? Yeah, I think it did. And here's the thing. I like the idea that she is able to go Super Saiyan and then she's able to go berserk. Okay? However, it just seems like in this episode that she actually has full control over the berserker form. I don't know if I particularly like that. I like the idea that she has a Super Saiyan form, and then a Berserk form, which can be very, very useful in that she can have somewhat control over, but not total control. And apparently she has total control in this episode. I don't know if I like that. It's going by a lot too fast for me. But nonetheless, so that's pretty much the beginning of this episode. She gets control of her Berserker form, and then her and Califa team up together and battle Goku. And let me just point this out. I know a lot of people don't like Califa and Kale. However, I made a video on the topic of why I like them. What my thoughts are towards the Universe 6 Saiyans in general. I'll leave a link to that video in the description below. Here's the thing about those two. I really liked the sort of speech that Kale gave to Califa. Califa gave to Kale. I like that speech and everything. I like, I like Kale being able to calm down and actually going Super Saiyan and actually controlling her form somewhat and actually going up against Goku. I absolutely just love the somewhat character growth that they had in the episode. I really, really do. At the same time, I want to skip to the end because they absolutely cheated, but I won't for a second. So what happens is they go off and on, they fight, and then eventually they actually show just a little bit of Vegeta going up against Toppo. I can't wait for that fight. They didn't show Piccolo and Gohan versus those Universe 6 Namekians, though. I'm wondering what's happening there. And then after that, Frieza actually shows up in the episode. Frieza is just shooting lasers at people. That's it. He's shooting finger lasers at everybody. And then Goku and Califa and Kale actually end up getting in Frieza's way for some reason. And then Frieza's like, you know what, Goku? Let me take these two on. But Goku's like, no, they're my students. I'm training them. You wait your turn. And then Frieza's like, oh, very well, I'll wait my turn. And then Goku's like, no, you don't get a turn. I'm gonna take these two out myself. And Frieza is just like, yeah, you know what? I got to see that. This will be a pretty entertaining fight. I don't know why, but I'm very interested in Frieza right now for some reason. Frieza's reaction to that, he's almost becoming buddies with Goku. Of course, they're like rivals. It's almost like a thing between what Vegeta and Goku had in the Namekian arc. And I don't know if it's that is what happening here, but it almost seems like they're actually starting to become buddies. I extremely like it. This might be an entirely new character change for Frieza happening here, just in front of our eyes, which is, to me, is absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love the storyline that they're setting up here. You know what I mean? But anyway, they fight more and more, and then eventually Goku goes Super Saiyan God. Okay, from a marketing standpoint, it is genius. It really is. From an in-the-universe standpoint, I don't understand why he is able to get this form this quickly, to be honest with you. Okay, now, when it comes to Super Saiyan 3, it really feels like he only showed Kale that because, you know, he was trying to hype them up, get them excited to fight. That's the only reason why I went Super Saiyan 3. Now, Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue are stronger forms and they take less energy to use than Super Saiyan 3. I understand that. But Goku could barely, and I mean absolutely barely, not even more than maybe a nanosecond. He couldn't really hold that form, and I don't think between that and what happened in this episode that he was able to recover so much energy back. I understand it from a marketing standpoint, but from an in-universe standpoint, if he was able to go Super Saiyan God like that, it just makes you think, well, why didn't he do that in the first place? Here's the thing. They set up a perfect, and I mean absolutely perfect, excuse for why Goku couldn't go into these other forms that he has. Super Saiyan's the basic, and Super Saiyan 2, he's been doing that for years, so it almost makes sense. Super Saiyan 3, he was just trying to get Califa excited. But the very fact that he was able to go Super Saiyan God just makes me, and I'm pretty sure it's going to make a lot of us go, well, why didn't you do that in the first place? You know? They're not even using that excuse anymore. Oh, okay, if they waited for maybe 2 or 3 more episodes where it seemed like Goku was gaining his energy back, okay, it would make sense, but it seemed like he got his energy back way too quickly for me. I don't think I really like that about the episode. I really liked the episode, and I really liked seeing Super Saiyan God back. I absolutely think the form is cool. You know, we really haven't seen it used that much in any media, so it's fantastic that they're using it now. But at the same time, it's like, Goku, if you could have done that form, like, not even 3 minutes ago, why didn't you? And then Goku would say, well, I didn't have the energy 3 minutes ago. And it's like, it was 3 minutes ago. Really? 3 minutes ago. You couldn't go Super Saiyan God 3 minutes ago? How fast are you able to charge up that energy of yours? God, I mean, he's not Naruto. He doesn't have the Nine-Tails Fox in him. What is going on? Why is Goku able to sustain and recharge his stamina so quickly to go into that form? I think it's absolutely weird. Now, I really do like the fact that they're using Super Saiyan God and not Super Saiyan Blue, however, but it's just something that I have to point out. I don't think that he should have been able to go Super Saiyan God at this point. I loved seeing it back, but I think maybe he should have saved it for, they should have saved it for a couple of episodes where it seemed like he actually did have enough stamina, enough strength. Because it just doesn't seem like he would be able to go Super Saiyan God at all. But nonetheless, he goes Super Saiyan God, and he fights Kale and Califa again. And then he does a Kamehameha, blasting the tournament floor, and blasting the field, and breaking the floor where Califa and Kale are standing. Goku blasts them apart to where Kale and Califa are falling. Okay, I absolutely love this, but right from there, I knew that it was going to happen. I almost think that maybe they should have came up with a better storyline for it. I still think it's really cool, but I have to call it a complete cheat. But before I do that, I want to point out this. Frieza was also fighting this one other dude that kind of shows up, and he's from Universe 3. I don't even remember the dude's name. He's like he looks like a Power Ranger, he really does, and I'm all for Power Rangers, I really am. I used to love it as a little kid, really little kid. But he changes modes, and I understand why he changes modes. It's a Power Ranger trope that they're kind of making fun of. I absolutely loved it. But he says it's because of his suit. It's the power of his suit. It's not his power. If it's a power of the suit, doesn't that make it a weapon? What? That's against the rules. Okay? If you check back on the rulebook, it clearly states that no interference from weapons or special artifacts, magical artifacts, are to be used in the tournament power. Technically, Universe 7 also cheated with the Mafuba jar, but the Mafuba jar, it isn't a magical item, okay, and it isn't a weapon, unless he threw at somebody. So you almost find a loophole there, because it isn't a magical weapon, it's a magical technique. A technique is not against the rules. So there's almost a loophole with the Mafuba jar. But the whole thing about this, the whole thing about him having that suit is weird. And then he turns into like a red form, and then he can go super, super fast. And then just when I thought he was going to punch Frieza and we were going to start up another fight, he disappears. Like, what? Where the heck did he go? I really liked the episode, I really did. I just think that was a total cheat, and I think it could have probably been written a little bit better. It's funny. I praise the creators for their writing, and yet I still find things that I just honestly think could be written better. But hey, you know, that is my own criticism. That has nothing to do with, I'm not saying that the creators are terrible at their job, because they're not. They're absolutely brilliant. It's just a couple things that I would change, and you know, it's my own opinion. That is it. I still think the creators are doing a fantastic job with this show. Nonetheless, though, at the very last second, when Goku does the Kamehameha and blasts Kale and Califa over, they pull out the earrings. They pull out the Potara earrings, the Potara fusion. Okay, and they have a little flashback. So apparently, oh my god, apparently Champa thought as a very last resort, and that's a good thing they say as a very last resort, because my god, it's a total cheat. As a very last resort, Champa gave them, before the Tournament of Power, the Potara earrings, and told them to use them as a very last resort. And he never really explained what they do, but I think it was kind of implied that they know what was going to happen. So they use the Potara earrings, and they fuse into Kefla. Califa and Kale. Kefla. And Kefla, she's got some power. Now, other than the fact that it's a total cheat, I really liked Califa's power. I really like her attitude. I really like she's a lot more. I see a lot more Califa in her, but the power is definitely from Kale. I absolutely thought it was a really cool transformation. It's really cool that it's actually a girl, a female transformation. We've never gotten that in Dragon Ball. So it's absolutely cool that we're getting it now. But Yeah, and she has some wicked moves, and Goku is just barely able to dodge her. And that's the end of the episode as well. Will she be able to defeat Goku? Will Goku be able to battle her? Is Frieza going to step in? I think Frieza's going to step in and help Goku out with Califa. And Vegeta actually gets a hint for a little taste of Kefla's power as well while fighting Toppo, and I can't wait to see Toppo versus Vegeta. I really can't. But nonetheless, guys, I really like this episode. I find problems with it, which I'm glad to talk about, and I find a few things as a total cheat. I don't know if the Grand Priest is going to be happy about that or even allow that. I'm just gonna have to wait to see until next episode. But that is it. I think there's like 22 minutes left in the Tournament of Power, or 21 minutes. I think it's either 21 or 22, I'm not absolutely certain. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm out.